What's going on, guys? This is Restless Corpse from VirtualBromance, and this is day 2 of 365 games featuring The Last of Us. It's a pretty cool game. I enjoyed the shit out of it from start to finish. I actually played it twice. I played it on the normal difficulty and then the survivor difficulty, which is the hardest. This gameplay video is from normal difficulty. As you saw, I hit a button and then there was the outline of the characters. You can't do that on survival difficulty. I did not take any videos for survival difficulty because I died a lot and it was kind of embarrassing, but I did finish it. But what I want to talk about today is actually kind of ironic, considering I'm playing this game. It's a PS3 exclusive. I want to talk about the Xbox One and the recent events that came about yesterday or the day before. Xbox has, or Microsoft anyway, has announced that they are completely doing away with their DRM and the always online, and they're going to be allowing people to have used games and trade games and things like that. And I personally think that this is amazing. Providence and I have always been Xbox fans. We were really hoping that Xbox would continue being the badasses that they've been. Unfortunately, we were let down, and we really wanted it to happen, but it just didn't look like it was going to, especially after the E3 coverage, which we talked about on our show, Virtual Bromance Live. And we were actually starting to just kind of resign ourselves to the fact that we were going to be PlayStation 4 fans. I mean, we're both planning on getting both, so it doesn't really matter, but the DRM, the always online and things, while that didn't really affect us very much, we knew that it would affect the majority of the people that, you know, that buy game consoles. So when the news was announced, it was pretty exciting for both of us. We weren't sure if it was true at first, but it was, it was confirmed. And immediately, people start bitching about it, and which just bothers me to no end. Like, there was a Gizmodo article about how the Xbox One has gotten rid of its DRM and it's always online, and how this is going to ruin the Xbox One, and that's just ridiculous. And what's funny about that is there was probably an article from possibly even the same author. I didn't do any research on this, but I bet before that was announced, way back when, he probably had an article about the DRM and always online and how that's ruining Microsoft. It was actually said by a friend of ours, and Industrial Strength Gaming on Facebook, that, you know, some people are just never happy. I think that Microsoft made a great choice. I think that it's going to really change things, for like change opinions for people, especially like diehard Xbox people like me, who maybe not necessarily just like me, but diehard Xbox fans who maybe weren't going to get an Xbox because of this, or because of the DRM and the always online and the no-use games and whatnot. Maybe that was the only deciding factor, and now that they've gone back on that, maybe they'll go, you know, they'll get themselves an Xbox. Providence was asking me yesterday while we were talking about it if I thought that it was maybe too little too late, and I don't. I think that while it is funny, I've seen, you know, memes and things like that, or people say maybe they should call it the Xbox 180 and stuff like that. And you know, that's funny, I guess, but it just goes back to the thing where, you know, people are gonna say, why should we be happy when Microsoft is finally doing what they're supposed to do? You know, how they're supposed to do it, and that, and people are saying things like, you know, that's like saying that a mother should be praised for not killing her kid, or ridiculous stuff like, you know, things that they should already do. And you know what? That for the most part, that's true. But when someone is already going to do something you really don't like, and then they decide that they're not going to do that and going to do it the way they've always been doing it, yes, they deserve some praise. They deserve a thank you at least, especially from diehard, you know, gamers that really want the console and really wanted the console to do well. I'm really excited that they've chosen to go this way. I'm not sure if the developers are going to be excited, but that guy, I didn't even know he was an enemy until he flew back into the wall. But I'm not sure that developers are going to be excited, but gamers should be excited. No matter if you are a casual Xbox gamer or a hardcore gamer. Maybe you're a PS3 guy, but you just had an Xbox, or maybe you were thinking about getting an Xbox, and the only thing that was screwing it, or like keeping you from buying one, is these two things, DRM and the always online. And now that they're gone, there's really no reason for you not to get an Xbox other than like personal preference, I guess. But good job, Microsoft. I'm glad that you've done this, and don't listen to anybody naysaying. For the moment, for me, it still seems like PlayStation is ahead, which is weird to say because I've always been an Xbox gamer. But I'm being neutral in this situation. But like I said, I'm excited to be able to play some of those exclusives like Titanfall and things like that, and that's cool. In any case, back to The Last of Us here. This actually is probably one of, and I know people are gonna laugh at me or whatever, but this is one of the best games I've literally ever played in terms of story. The gameplay is nothing to be super excited about. It's basic, like Uncharted style, slower gameplay with a stealth element. The game really shines on survivor difficulty. It's really hard. Ammo is very scarce. I remember this part in particular that I'm playing now in the clip on survivor difficulty was super hard because I had 4 bullets total. I had 3 bullets in my rifle and 1 bullet in that scope revolver, and I really had to make use of sneaking around during the gunfight to hatchet people and things like that, and it was really tough, and it took me a really long time to finish, to the point where I was saying things like, this is impossible, I have 4 bullets and there's 3 times that many enemies. But I got through it, and it's got a great story. It's got a kind of a controversial ending, I guess. A lot of the forums, people are bitching about it. I thought it was good. You need to remember that games are being set up more like movies these days, and they don't always have, flashy endings. Sometimes they have cliffhanger endings or bad endings. Bad in the sense of what happens, not that the ending was made poorly. This game has a good ending. I enjoyed it. I think it was great for the story, and maybe there's going to be another one. In any case, that's it for today. I'm actually running pretty late for work, but I wanted to. This is a challenge, so I couldn't skimp on it. So this is day 2, The Last of Us, a 365-day challenge, and this is Restless Corpse, and I'll see you guys later.